that we can do in this world.
No, but how will you carry that out? For example,
How will I carry it out? So
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're a vegan.
I am.
Yeah, okay.
How
So
do you know?
I can tell from when you say alleviate the suffering, I
Okay.
think that kind of fits in with the people who advocate for plant-based diet.
Right.
Yeah? I mean, how would you actually grow your food? Would you do it yourself? Or would you depend on other people?
You would be self-sustaining. You grow your
Yeah,
own. But
you don't look like a farmer to me.
I'm not, and I'm blessed. I'm lucky that we live in this luxurious Western
Yes,
world
yes.
where I can go to the shop and buy.
But you see that food you buy, the plant-based diet,
Yeah.
which you buy actually from the supermarkets.
Yeah.
Do you know how they're grown? They kill millions of animals.
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Well, you're talking about with pesticides. use.
Not just pesticides, even the obviously the machinery they use
These
and
are-
all the modern
This is
equipment
true.
that's used.
And this is the problem
Yeah.
with. I've got one at home on my bookcase.
Yeah,
Thank you.
give a bottle of water, please. Yeah.
Also a Quran.
So
no, I understand that's the thing. And that's the problem.
you would either go hungry,
No,
or you grow your own food, which which I think 99.9% of the people don't really do.
Ideally, you would, which
Yeah.
I don't have the knowledge or capacity to.
For her.
I have one. Thank you so much. Thank you. If that's okay.
I've got it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Aw,
I asked you last time.
I did, and I
She said
I
yes.
have one.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem.
But you have to have this present from
No,
here.
I have one on my bookcase.
Doesn't matter. Take it.
I don't need another one. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I haven't read mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, this is a problem with. Is it called monoculture? I think it's mono farming, when you farm one thing, one crop in one place,
Yeah.
and when you do it on such a massive scale, you are going to have that kind of
Death of animals, yeah.
100%, and that's.
And we are talking about millions,
If
not
we
just
wanted-
hundreds or
I'm
thousands. We are talking about literally millions of animals dying.
So if we wanted to be perfect individuals, we would not participate in that either. But veganism is an.
Well, you'll
ethical
go hungry then.
Well, exactly. So veganism is about minimizing harm.
Yeah.
As much as is human.
No, but you're not really minimizing harm by being a vegan. From what I just explained to you, you're literally no different to the people who actually do, eat meat.
No, it's a lot.
Because at
different.
least they do it for a purpose to, nourish themselves.
And so if I'm eating.
You're not doing it yourself. You're not doing the killing yourself. Neither do we. We both buy from the supermarket, right?
Yes,
But the
but
supermarket doesn't care how they source the animals. Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
So they wouldn't care about the suffering, nor would.
Okay, what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off, is that when you are purchasing meat,
Yeah.
the animals that are raised have also been fed on the crops that have been grown.
Yeah, of course,
in the farm
yeah.
system. So although I eat the crops directly,
Yeah.
so my doing has some suffering involved from the animals that die in the. I'm being,
Yeah, brilliant. Go for it. It's good.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
From the animals that die in the crop production.
Yeah.
Yes, that happens because of me, because I'm paying for it. But it happens because of you for the animals that you buy, but also the animals are fed on the crops.
Hey!
So
Okay. So we both are equally guilty then.
Not equally, you're more.
Why not?
You're
Because
picking up the knife and
By the way, I'm talking to her. She can talk by herself without your help. Thank you very much.
no, I like
trying to
that. I
make
like
you
to have
see.
the backup because I'm
Yeah,
not
but
good at
you see,
confrontation.
I don't need a backup. Do you need one?
I'm happy to have the backup.
No, but do you need one?
Do you need one?
Okay, I don't actually. Do you need one?
He's a big man. He's a
Oh,
big man.
listen,
Because
don't
I would
need
rather
to
have
have
a civilized discussion than somebody shouting from the background.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah, you see what I mean? So if the vegans source their food from the same supermarket, which doesn't really care about the animals that are killed during harvestation,
Yeah.
including pesticides and all the machinery that they use.
Crop deaths.
Yeah. So they don't really care about those animals, do they?
Okay.
For
So
them,
what's it-
for them, the bottom line is profit.
So-
Okay, and they do it.
Yeah, but so,
Okay,
so-
because I'm not saying here that okay, the animals are something that have to be saved. If that is the case, then grow your own crops. But most of these people, they don't. They buy it from the same supermarket that I buy my food from.
Yes, but
So-
I don't know I don't understand how you can't.
What I'm saying is that if you really care about the animals, you would be growing your own food, but you don't.
Okay.
Do you? You don't, right? You buy it from the supermarket.
I'm an animal abuser. Sorry, guys. I have a vegan.
Not
tattoo.
not you
I'm an
personally,
animal abuser.
but you, if you really care for the animals, that would be, like you said, the ideal thing is to grow your own food, but you don't. Okay, let me give you let me give you a situation. Do you need all these guys to help you?
I mean, they're all vegan.
You see, none of these guys are shouting on the top of that.
Because you're already
Let me give you
They don't-
let me give you a scenario. Let's say if you find a stray cat. Yeah?
And
You love animals, don't you?
you don't have to shout at me.
I'm not shouting, I'm talking.
You love animals, don't you? Why do you have to shout at me like that?
Calm down, relax, lady.
No, you shout
You
at
see
me.
what happens when you don't have meat.
You're
You need to
fucking
relax.
weird, innit? You're fucking weird.
Yeah. I'm
You
rage
feel
baiting now. Calm
powerful while
down.
you're shouting
I'm
at
rage
me.
baiting.
Is that why?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. If you find a stray cat,
Yes.
yeah, as an animal lover, what would you do?
Help the stray cat.
How?
What do you mean how?
How would you help? You said you'll help the cat. How will you help?
I would. Well, I'm a vet nurse, so this is an easy question. I would check it for a microchip, try and find out if it has an owner.
Okay.
Put a paper collar on it. If it doesn't have an owner, I'll take it to the vet, get it neutered to prevent the.
You'll get it neutered.
Yeah, because we have a cat overpopulation crisis.
Okay.
in
Does
this
it pain the
country.
animal when you do that?
No, because we provide
Did you get the
pain.
consent from the cat to do
The
that?
cat cannot consent.
There you go.
So you're against neutering animals.
No, I'm saying I'm against, like you said, if you are an animal lover, you don't want any pain.
I'm asking, are you against?
I'm answering. If
neutering
you keep interrupting, I can't answer.
Go on then.
All right, so calm down, relax, lady. I'm not against you. I'm just trying to have a dialogue, that's all. So,
animals? The fuck is this guy?
no need for the expletives, really. It's really unnecessary. So, a cat did not give you consent for that pain that it went through for you neutering it. You're a vet.
I'm a vet
It makes money for you, maybe.
No.
Not for the cat,
I
though.
don't do this for the money.
But
I
you
do
get
this
paid,
for-
you don't work free, do
Yeah,
you?
I get paid by my boss, but
Exactly,
I don't
yeah.
do it for money.
But the thing is, you did not consent. You didn't get consent from the cat, which obviously you can't give consent. So, but the thing is, it went through pain, which was unnecessary. All right. So now,
I'm just standing here in the street and he started arguing.
what,
with me.
what
I
about
didn't come here for
what about
argument. Take over.
what about the food for the cat? How would you feed the cat?
Like, I just don't understand what you're
How, you said you'll take care of the cat. So obviously the cat needs food. How would you feed it?
Feed the cat, man.
What would you feed it?
Whatever you can find.
Like
I'm
not.
actually not
I hope
profit.
not vegan food.
You can feed the cat vegan food.
That's abuse of the animal. Yes. As a vet, you should know that cats are not vegan.
Where did you get your vet degree?
No, but honestly, do
I'm
you think?
asking you.
No, I'm asking you. Do you think cats' diet is vegan?
Cats are obligate carnivores.
Thank you.
They need taurine in their diet. However, commercially
So for a
available-
carnivore-
Can you let me finish? my
Yeah, I
thought?
will. But don't you shout. Calm
but-
down.
Well, you keep interrupting.
No, but you need to shout. Don't need to shout.
No, I have to because if you can't start cutting. me
Okay,
off-
go on. Finish your
Thank
point.
you. There are commercially available vegan diets which have supplemented taurine. Therefore, cats can survive well on those diets.
Okay, so carnivore, you'll be feeding them what? Carnivore food or vegan food?
Obligate carnivores require taurine. That's the only amino acid they cannot synthesize.
So you're saying they don't need food, which is not vegan.
Are you hearing the
Yeah,
words
you
I'm
talked about
saying?
supplements. Supplements include what?
I'm saying that they require taurine. Taurine is an amino acid. Every other amino acid cats can synthesize within themselves.
So how much
But
taurine they need?
You need to add. I don't know in milligrams.
Okay, so basically you will not give them any meat at all. Is that what you're saying?
You're not understanding
I
what
feed
she's
my-
saying.
I feed
You're a
my
dense
cat meat.
moron.
Shut up, you fool.
Yeah, you're dense.
Okay.
You're a camera
You're not
moron.
understanding.
No, I'm asking you, would you not give it any meat at all?
No, I would give it meat.
Thank you. Look, you moron. I told you.
But I'm
All right, so
saying hypothetically.
wait a minute. It would be abuse for a carnivore animal to be fed vegan and chemicals. All right, I don't need to be to be to someone to care for the animals. You don't need to be an animal, you idiot. I mean, where are you getting in logic from? You don't need to be an animal to be good to an animal. I'm saying for it to be castrated without its permission and to feed it vegan food, that is abuse of the animal.
She is saying.
So anyone who says who's a vegan and they abuse an animal, that goes against your principles. Right, get out of my face, idiot. All right, so I'm not going to talk to this idiot here. But the thing is, look, you see the logic of where I'm coming from, right?
Should we go chat to this guy?
All right, goodbye. That's what happens. The vegans are not really caring for the animals. They don't mind being a vet and abuse the animals, right? Look at this guy, like an idiot. He's shouting from the side. Okay?
Look, I'll stand right here and talk with you.
Okay. Are you a vegan?
No, but I know.
Oh, he's not a vegan. Oh, he likes his meat. He likes his steak.
down, sir, calm
He
down.
likes his steak.
Calm down,
By the way,
sir.
I don't want to talk to you, so get
Oh,
out of
what,
my
are you
face.
scared? Are you scared?
No.
Are you scared?
You're not worthy of my time.
Calm down.
Yes.
Calm down.
Speak to my back.
Don't show me your bum. I don't want a fucking box section, mate.
Who said I'm your type? All right. So anyway, this idiot here, he went straight to homosexuality because that's what happens when you start defending vegans, but you yourself are a carnivore. You yourself are an omnivore. All right. This is the double standards and the hypocrisy we see from the vegans and idiots like him.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you.
Are
Did you
you
not get the
scared?
message?
Are you scared?
Speak to my back.
Are you scared
All right.
to talk?
So now
Are
that
you
we have
scared to talk?
established our principles that we eat meat, yes, but at
got
the
a
same
great-
time, speak to my back. All right. So we eat meat.
I don't want to
We
debate.
don't
Come
dance
to
around
the
like
corner, it doesn't want to
like these
debate.
little girls here.
We call it-
All they do is I'll support a vegan, but I will eat myself meat. That's the hypocrisy we have exposed today from all of these guys. Look how they came, I'm a vet, I love animals, but at the same time, she would feed the cat with the same meat that I buy from the supermarket. That is the audacity of these people who think they really love animals, but the hypocrisy is exposed within a few minutes. How long did it take me to expose these guys? A few minutes, that's all it takes. Because the reality, you know, by the way, what she said at the beginning, she does not believe in people having children. That means she wants to get rid of humanity. Forget about it. Animals will be nice, but we want to get rid of humans. Instead of solving the problem, they want to completely
Have no debate.
annihilate the humanity. And this is exactly what comes from people who do not think it through. They actually think they are doing a favor to the animals, but they are against their own species. How can someone be against their own species until they have completely become delusional? And that is the reality. They start screaming when they are cornered. And they start acting like this clown here, you know, when they're exposed in front of all these people. It's a good thing that we record these things so that people will know the reality of these so-called vegans who have no mercy, no empathy even for their own species, let alone the animals. All right? So alhamdulillah, you know, at least in Islam, we are taught that when we sacrifice an animal, the other animal should not even witness it because it causes trauma to them. But you see, there are many people who know they have been stabbed, and they have been stabbed many times with a really sharp knife. Many of them did not even realize until later on that they were bleeding, which shows that this can be, the sacrifice can be done in such a way where the animal doesn't even like realize the pain. So this is, alhamdulillah, has always been the case. Humankind has always been eating meat. Why do you think we have guts? Why do you think we have, why do you think we have guts that digest meat? Why? You know why? Because if you look at how other animals are made, for example, even wolves, yeah, the acidity in their stomach is less than the humans. They are carnivores, we are omnivores. That means we eat both plant-based and animal-based diet. So even God has made us in such a way that we can digest our food. And this, the quickest way to obtain protein is from meat. But these guys, they have to take supplements, literally take supplements of B12. And they know they can only get that from supplements. But the reality is, are the supplements doing them any good? It's only like the rich people, you know, the people who can actually afford this kind of lifestyle where they can get supplements easily from supermarkets, where they can actually get their food from supermarkets. It's only those people who say, let's be vegans, let's be nice. But if you, that's only the surface level. In reality, they don't really care about animals. Otherwise, they'll stop all this farming, which doesn't really care about animals. They're talking about millions of, and I'm not talking about insects only which die due to all this harvestation, the modern harvesting methods that are used today around the globe. It's not just the insects, that's in billions. We are talking about literally animals like squirrels, like birds even, like many cases because of the toxicity in the fertilizer and also the pesticides they use, monkeys die because of that. So alhamdulillah, you know, we don't go to that extent where we say that no, your food should only be plant-based. No, God has given us a body which can digest both plants and animal byproducts. There are many people who actually, you know, they're not vegans like these guys, they're vegetarians. So they eat eggs and they eat milk. They drink milk and they eat eggs. Okay, these are the byproducts of animals. Maybe these vegetarians as well, you should go and ask the vegetarians, that milk you drink, all right? Or like in India and where there are many Hindus who are actually vegetarian, they eat paneer, which is cheese basically. Go and ask them how that is made, how the milk is extracted from the animal, from the cow. They literally, if it is a calf which is female, they'll keep it. If the calf is male, they literally many times starve it to death. And many times they actually fold the skin and they tie it around the neck of the cow because the cow will smell that and think that it is its child and it'll keep producing the milk. To maximize milk production, they undergo artificial insemination using rods that big, which they actually insert in the backside of the cow, right? To make it pregnant. This is literally, you would call it basically rape for the absence of any other terminology word. So alhamdulillah, you know, we as Muslims, we are told to care for the animals. but at the same time, we are not told to eat and become only vegetarians and vegans. But we have to care for them in such a way that there is no unnecessary harm, unnecessary pain to the animals. So there are many Muslims who have actually started production of both dairy products, which are done in a way which is not harmful to the cows or any animals. Same thing, they have farms where they actually produce food based on animals in a way which is much more, I would say, in a way which is empathetic to the animals. Alhamdulillah, we should reconsider this, because this was a sunnah of the prophets. Alhamdulillah. So we say that Allah has given us the ability to eat food which is both from animals and also from plants. And our bodies, we have teeth which have incisors, yes, to tear the meat. It's not, the incisors are not for tearing plant-based food, but for meat, which shows that our physiology itself is designed to eat this kind of food. Alhamdulillah ala deen Islam. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right.
I've seen it before, that's why I was confused.
Yes.
Do you believe that the Quran is scientific?
Scientific?
All of the
No. What do you mean scientific? Can you explain?
like not